DW Gaming here with another patch, 8.4.2. Now they've come out with another bug fix patch, and this is going to be a rant because this is getting quite tiresome. This company, they clearly don't know what they're doing. In a lot of instances, it's obvious this was a rushed chapter with a rushed killer. They don't know how to code the AI to be effective. Same thing happened with the Knight when he first came out. It was buggy as hell. It still is in many areas. And now with this dog, once again, they don't know what they're doing when it comes to coding AI to actually be effective in a chase against survivors. I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of the constant tweakings of killers that should not have come out in this state that they currently have. Stop making killers dependent on AI. Okay, we don't need any more AI killers. They just, I don't know. They keep going back to the thing that they do. They are least effective at programming in this game. Like, oh, we have the Knight, a killer who relies on AI. That's not very good. Let's make another killer that relies on AI. That's not very good, and it's very buggy. And then we have to come out with 1 million bug fix patches to actually supposedly fix her. We'll see. But this is just getting on my nerves. The amount of patches, like one right after another. When, if you had taken your time, if you had programmed it correctly, if you'd gotten people who are more knowledgeable about dealing with AI issues in this game, it's obvious they are having major difficulty just making the AI do what they want it to do. So if they just taken their time or come out with a completely different killer, one that is not dependent upon AI, it just would have been so much better. But no, now we have, I'm sure there'll be another one a few weeks from now, or maybe even a couple days. Who knows? Another bug fix, because there are still many bugs in this game that they have not addressed. Sadako, Reiko's Watch add-on, is completely useless. Don't use that add-on. They've given her base kit invisibility duration when manifested, but they made it with that quote fix. They've made one of her add-ons now completely meaningless. Do not use Reiko's Watch. It does absolutely nothing. In all the bug fixes here mentioned, not one addresses Spirit's Husk, where the Spirit player can still hear her husk when going in phase. That will most likely take them years to fix. This company is absolutely just ridiculous in terms of the amount of incompetence I have seen. And yet every year they will push for a Labor of Love award. Like, why? You still have bugs that should have been fixed a long time ago that are still in the game if you had competent developers. I'm just so tired of this. But let's get into the meat of this here. So yeah, they've updated the Houndermaster again. Chase command cooldown reduced to 3 seconds. That's good. It's still not going to come back that fast because the dog is going to go around its path. Like if you send it out on a search, or if you redirect a chase, it's still going to take longer. I don't know why it has a cooldown to begin with, because you have to wait for the dog to come back to you. So it really shouldn't have a cooldown. Increase the time it takes the Houndmaster to recover speed from canceling chase command to 1 second was 0.85 seconds. That's a nerf. Why is she getting nerfed? Why is this even a thing? Reduce the movement speed penalty from canceling chase command to 3.0 meters per second was 2.0. Yeah, it's painfully slow. So, I mean, they've made it a little faster, but still, I don't understand why this is a thing at all. Is Clown slowed down when he puts away a bottle? I don't think so. Huntress, when she puts away a hatchet, isn't slowed. She's slowed when she's holding a hatchet. Is this just like to give survivors once again to handhold them so much that they don't even have to think about what the Houndmaster is trying to do? She can't have any kind of mind game whatsoever with the dog? I mean, what's the point of this? What's the point of her being slowed when you cancel your power? It's not even a good power. As I said before, it's dependent on AI that they can't seem to program correctly. So it's a horrible power, and you're having her punished for trying to play a mind game with it. I just don't understand why this is even a thing. Increase the time it takes the Houndmaster to recover movement speed from canceling search command to 1 second. So that's another nerf. Why are we nerfing a bottom tier killer? It was 0.85 seconds, now it's 1 second. So yeah, you're nerfing her for no reason. Increase hitbox of the dog while performing chase command to 0.65 meters was 0.5 meters. Okay. Increase window and pallet vault speed of dog while performing chase command to 0.45 seconds was 0.9 seconds. Increase the vault speed of the dog. Increase window and pallet vault speed of dog while performing chase command to... Oh, so it takes less time to pallet and window vault for the dog. Okay, well, that's a little bit of a buff, I guess. Reduce chase command camera transition time from the Houndmaster to dog when activating redirect to 0.15 seconds was 0.25. I don't know why there's a transition time at all. Reduce chase command camera transition time from dog to Houndmaster after ending redirect to 0.15 seconds. Yeah, there shouldn't be a transition time. You should just immediately go into the dog. You don't need the camera transitioning. I mean, come on. Wherever the dog's facing, that's where you need to be if you go to redirect. Updated dog pathfinding during grab to pull survivors towards coordinates where the grab was started was previously towards the Houndmaster's location at moment of chase command activation. And this is what I'm talking about. They don't understand. The AI it'll still be screwed up because if you get a dog, say you get a survivor at a pallet, they're able to get to the other side of the pallet. Let's say it's a God pallet, like on Gideon. I had a match where Nancy was grabbed on the other side of a God pallet. And the dog, I had to go around the God pallet to actually get her. And the dog started pulling her away from me when I was approaching. So does this fix that? Because it says it pulls it towards the coordinates where the grab was started. So I don't think this fixes a situation like that. Because the grab will be started at the end of at the side of the God pallet that is opposite where I am. So I would have to break the God pallet in order to actually get her. I wouldn't be able to walk around it because the dog will be going in the opposite direction if I were to walk around it. I don't know if this even fixes that issue. Just stop with the AI killer's behavior. Increase the amount of hinder status effect applied to survivors caught in a grab to 10% was 3%. Okay, that's good. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to just pull the dog around wherever they want. I mean, that's stupid. Then they heavily nerfed a already nerfed add-on, Knotted Rope. Basic attack cooldown against grab survivors reduced to 2%, was 10%. Why even have this add-on then? It's completely worthless. Completely worthless add-on. Was this overpowered or something? I'm not sure I understand the reason behind this. I mean, this is just stupid. And of course, they've nerfed Thrill of the Hunt because that was such a huge issue. You had so many survivors in the community complaining about it. So it had to be a problem. Never mind, you could just ignore totems for the entire match. So Thrill of the Hunt, their cleansing and blessing speed is reduced by 12% for each token, was 14%. They gave it a slight nerf. It's still not worth running. Even at 14%, I think it was very overrated. Because I've had against good survivors, when I went against good survivors in matches, I've had my totems cleansed. This didn't slow them down all that much, and I still had the majority of the generators done, if not all of them. And if they are running Thrill of the Hunt, you can just ignore totems. I mean, it's a secondary objective that survivors don't need to do. It's like, well, what if the killer has Devour Hope? Well, an easy way to counter that is just unhook a survivor as soon as they're hooked. That way the killer doesn't get a Devour Hope stack. And if they go after you, the survivor you just unhooked has armor. They won't go down immediately, and you can always body block for them. You can also bring perks like Counter Force, which heavily counter. It's in the name, for crying out loud. Heavily counter a build like this. But I mean, survivor mains, they don't think they do that. They just want everything nerfed. It's really pathetic. Chaos Shuffle returns January 16th. Yeah, big deal. Bring back 2v8, but make it include even more killers. 2v8's really the only mode I want to play killer in this game right now. The regular killer game mode has just gotten too stressful. I don't play a game to be stressed out. Now we have a huge list of bug fixes, which I doubt that they've actually fixed anything. Bug fixes. Bots. Train survivor bot to use a perk. Invocation. Treacherous Crows. Yeah, that's great. It's a terrible perk, so... Now, if someone disconnects, a bot will go and try to do it and be broken. Horrible invocation perk. Fix an issue, cause Houndmaster be temporarily stuck during the break generator animation when spectating. Whatever. Fix an issue, cause the Houndmaster's dog search to have the wrong icon when charging the power. Fix an issue that causes the Houndmaster to swap command icon to remain lit up when charging the power. Fix an issue that caused the Houndmaster's chase command not to injure vaulting survivors. Yeah, that was a big issue. The dog should injure them normally. I don't know why it doesn't. It's a worse version of Deathslinger's Redeemer. Because if you have a survivor who's hit with the Redeemer and they manage to put an obstacle between you and them and they break free, they will still get injured. Like 90% of the time. They will still get injured and go into deep wound. So it's not a free escape for the survivor. So I don't understand why the dog doesn't injure survivors instead of this whole dragging thing that doesn't even work half the time. Fix an issue that caused a Houndmaster's dog to vault at the same vault location being used by a survivor. Fix an issue caused a Houndmaster's dog to bring the survivor back to the location that the command was given when in a struggle. Fix an issue that causes the detected killer instinct to linger indefinitely on affected survivors if the Houndmaster dog remains next to them after the patrol detection radius is gone. Fix an issue that causes the Houndmaster's dog to vault over elevated vaults that players normally fall from. Fix an issue that could cause a crash when the Houndmaster left trial. Fix an issue that causes the Demogorgon to be missing the hold arrow icon for traverse upside down action. Fix an issue that causes a nurse to be able to cancel her blink when releasing the input while looking down at an obstacle. Why did that need to be fixed? I mean, that seems like a quality of life change that was actually good for the nurse. She should be able to cancel her blinks. I don't think that would make her overpowered. Whatever, this development team they're bonkers. Environments, maps, fixes a window on Armand like mine. It hasn't even been released yet, and they're already having to fix issues. Fix various issues with fading on more animations. Fix an issue that allowed the Dark Lord's Pillar of Hellfire to go outside the exit gates with the add-on Alucard's shield. Fix issues in the Nostromo wreckage map that prevent the power of the nurse and the Houndmaster from working properly. Fix issues in the underground complex where the nurse could use her power and get out of bounds on the map. Fix multiple issues in all realms where the camera rotation at the beginning of the game would clip inside the head of the Houndmaster. Yeah, you'd see this weird perspective where it's like you're looking outside of, like, parts of our body are clipping or something. It was really weird. Fix issues in the underground complex where some of the ground did not appear. Fix an issue on the Gideon meat plant where invisible collision would prevent the players from navigating from the bottom floor to the second floor. Fix an issue in Raccoon City Police Station where the players could stand on top of a couch. Fix an issue in Suffocation Pit where a snowman would block the path of the players. Fix an issue in Crotus Pren where the nurse would get stuck when blinking on a wooden ramp on the second floor of the building. Fix an issue in Haddonfield where the nurse or the Cenobite could use their power outside of the limit of the map around the exit gates. And they fix some perks. They fix an issue that caused save the best for last, not to lose tokens when damaging a survivor of the Houndmaster's dog. Because, yes, we have to make sure the save the best for last stays irrelevant. You can't, not lose tokens. Fix an issue that caused play with your food to not lose tokens when damaging a survivor with the Houndmaster's dog. Fix an issue that caused thwack not to display survivor auras when destroying a pallet or break up a wall. Who cares? No one uses that perk. It's garbage. Fix an issue that caused survivors to still have grunts of pain when using clean break with other interaction. Fix an issue that caused a missing audio cue when dropping a flashbang. Finally. We'll see if they actually did fix it because, yeah, that was a huge problem. Silent flashbangs. But I don't see anything about the Spirit's Husk being fixed, which is a major nerf to Spirit. So, yeah, since that affects only killer, it will be some time before that gets fixed, I'm sure. So, yeah, that's it for this patch. Hopefully this will be it for quite a while. I'm tired of doing these. As I said, if they didn't come out with content in a rushed manner, if they actually had some QA people and took their time with these new killers, these things wouldn't be happening. But yeah, that's it for the latest news on Dead by Daylight. Like and subscribe, and I will see everyone in the next video.